So we're talking with Joe Shillaci, our personal protection expert here on 12 News Connected. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We bring Joe in times that bad things happen to help us get a grasp maybe of some tips and some things to do to stay as safe as we possibly can. And you know, we're visiting again this time, unfortunately, because another bad situation's happened at a mall in Texas. So, Joe, a lot of the times recently we've talked about schools. This is a very public place that this happened. Everything is very, very fast. And you know, if somebody finds themselves in that situation, you know, the first thing, as we say, run, hide, fight, is run, right? Run away from
the danger,
the sound, the chaos, whatever it is. Get away from it. Go the opposite direction. Right?
That's correct. Don't run towards the sound or towards the shooter. Run away from it. And a key is to run. Do not freeze. That's why it's so important for us to be repetitious when we talk about these subjects. To build that muscle memory where people are constantly hearing it over and over again. So if it does happen, they run. They don't think about it, they just run.
Is there anything to the running aspect other than just going? Should there be things people, you know, as you're getting away, thinking about like what's the next step after you run?
That's a great question. As you're running, you don't want to be tending to injured. If they're injured, you want to keep running. If you are confronted by police, you want to follow their direction. Don't grab on the police. Always show your hands. Yeah. Don't be grabbing your belongings. If running means run. Don't be worrying about belongings. Just keep on running.
So then hide. Sometimes running's not an option, right? We see this more in schools, I think, than in a big public setting like this. But sometimes you can't run, or maybe you're closer than you need to be, and at that point, find cover. Or when we say hide.
No, when we say hide, it means to specifically look for a good hiding place that's away from the shooter, in a place that's you can be quiet, you're secure, you can barricade a real strong door that you feel confident that it's strong enough. If again it gets breached, you have to fight. And when I say fight, I mean commit to that fight and fight for your life.
And that's anything you can get your hands on, right?
Anything that's blunt force that you could throw, yelling, screaming, fighting, kicking, biting, just whatever you could do to save your life.
And that is if you can't run and if you can't hide.
Correct, as a last resort.
If there's a situation. The other part of this that you brought up is your gun safety. And it's an interesting time where there are a lot of places, a lot of states where there will be people who may be carrying at those moments. Anything, those people need to know, or maybe people around them need to know, because that seems like it could add a whole different level of complication.
Oh, and it does, because I've been in those situations where I've had to use my weapon in self-defense, and your body goes through instantaneous changes. You just can't imagine the amount of adrenaline that's running through your body. You get tunnel vision, you lose some of your hearing, your body's going through incredible changes. So, you should really train yourself now, okay, if I have to use self-defense, police are now coming, how am I going to react? What am I going to say? What am I going to do?
How are they going to know?
How are they going to know?
Good guy is and
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So, being very calm as you can, getting on with the 911 caller, describing yourself, telling her or him exactly where you're at. Those are so critical.
Yeah.
Those are so critical.
Okay, and then if somebody is, again, just because we have one here and we don't always have good examples, this is a pretty simple gun safe.
Correct.
Right? And I'll let you handle it, but something like this, what's the price tag on a nice safe?
Well, this is anywhere from $60 to $80, but you could go online and you could buy a master lock, just a regular master lock that you could put your thumb on, and it'll unlock the lock to the gun. Any kind of gun's lock to keep it's safe from children. But what's key is not just keeping it away from them, but teaching them.
Yeah.
It's not only teaching them, but also finding out where they may be going to friends' houses where the owners have guns. So you want to just really be do your due diligence.
If you were in a bad situation at home and you needed to get into that, how quick could you get into that?
A second, yeah. Well, just that quick. Yep.
Yeah, it was from the start. So, for some people that may think, well, I can't do that because I might need access to it quicker. You're in there in seconds.
Yeah, and keep in mind that the key to having a gun safe is really keeping it away from children, because if you have an alarm system like I do, and that alarm system triggers, you have more than a second
Yeah.
to get your gun, and to react. And the key is to train yourself. I've trained myself over and over and over again on what I'm going to do if my alarm goes off. And again, I tell the people all the time. That's why I really tell people to go to training. So, you're in your home, the alarm goes off, there's glass breaking, you're panicking, you grab your gun, and you're now confronting a silhouette. You don't know what silhouette is it.
Yeah.
So the key to gun safety is proper training.
Yeah. Just like anything, right? Practice and
Yes,
training.
yes.
Well, Joe, we appreciate it. We'll do this again. We'll get Joe in. Joe will come in and join us here with all kinds of different personal protection. It's not always so grim.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we had another situation this weekend. So we appreciate everybody tuning in here to 12 News Connected. Joe, let's do this again soon. We appreciate your first and your debut here with us on this platform, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.